Okay, today is Wednesday, February 27th, I believe. I'm back at the sheriff's office to go over the paperwork that I was given with Section 632 by Mr. Winters, which is incorrect, and speak to him about it, and of course, naturally, the follow-up with the sheriff, assistant sheriff, and everyone else. So we'll go from there. Hello. Yes, I'm here to see either the sheriff, assistant sheriff, the captain, or Mr. Winters, because I was given a piece of paper which is incorrect, and I wish to discuss it with him, and also the follow-up for the lack of follow-up on the advice I was given by the sheriff when it pertained to going to DPH, which of course was not followed up upon correctly. So I'm continuing with the process to prove that the process is rigged to fail.
Okay, what's your name?
Jason Garza. So this is the paperwork that I received, which is, obscuring what the law really means, and I've done the research to show that what's on the paper is not correct. It, of course, is unsigned. Who is he? Winters. Mr. Winters. Thank you. Yep.
No, 632.
Yep.
Morning, Mr. Garza.
Hello, Mr. Winters. It's nice to see you again. How are you?
Pleasure.
Yes, I have your thing that you gave me, and I've done the legal research, and it is incorrect. So I'd like for you to explain to me how you could give it to me with it being incorrect. First of all, who signed this piece of paper? Where did it come from? Who gave it to you to give to me? There's no signature on it. Is this done by your legal counsel? Was this done by the city attorney? Was this incorrect information? Who was it done by, and why was it given to me?
Well, you asked about the law. Well, we came up with law about videotaping because videotaping's been a concern with this whole situation. So we did some research, came up with 632 PC. We interpreted it one way, you're interpreting it another way.
So, who is correct?
I guess that would be up to, I don't know.
You don't know. And in the meantime, should my legal rights be evaded?
Who do you think is correct?
I am.
Okay, of course. All right. So,
Now, my legal rights. I can ask you the questions, and I can point out the expectation of privacy. I've also pulled the statute 632, which relates to confidential information, which is not applicable in this case, as I've told you.
So
I've got it from the law books.
Information the other day was when we were in here. There are people up at these counters, and yes, this is a public office, but people up here at these counters are conducting information to them, which is confidential.
And my intent is to videotape them.
So,
is that what you're trying to imply?
People conducting the business here
Are you trying to imply that my videotaping is intentional for them?
Videotaping of your device and the abilities it has, so they do not know whether or not you are recording them, their voices are being picked up, or whatnot, and they don't know what you're going to do with the video. They don't have any.
And they also have no right of expectation in a public place, either per the law.
They have a right of expectation when they're conducting private personal.
This is not private personal. If it was private, it'd be behind closed doors. This is public. Is this not a public place?
Yeah,
is this not a public
office,
building?
But people conduct private information here. Information they do not wish for other people to know.
Well, that is your opinion. However, since you didn't ask them, you evaded my rights by not,
That's why I
continuing.
asked you to step into the hallway so we wouldn't have to interrupt them. And
I wasn't interrupting him. My conversation is with you, and I'm videotaping you, not them. Right. So that, that little red herring was just that.
Okay, we're all able to have our own opinions.
That's correct, and I expect the law to be enforced and followed. So why hasn't the law been enforced and followed when it's come to my correct opinion regarding the fact that I can videotape in public buildings and public places? Why have I been given this information? And like you said, it was conducted by whom? Who signed this piece of paper saying that it's valid?
Mr. Garza, as long as people are in here conducting business at these counters, I will do videotaping with you out in the hallway.
And I will not agree to that, even though you insist that that is correct.
If you don't agree with that,
then
I'm
what?
sorry, then you Then you just have to wait till the office is empty.
Sir, I don't believe that's correct per 632. There is no confidential communication going on. The intent of 632 is a wiretapping statute, which is pretty much a red herring, to
It also
divert.
relates to
Now,
video
the question
cameras,
is, since you're
recording
providing
devices.
all these laws to me to get around enforcing the law, what about the fact that the Department of Public Health broke the law? When will you
Then
start
you have an
enforcing that
issue-
law?
Then you have an issue with the Department of Public Health.
No, sir, I have an issue with my law enforcement who's not protecting my rights, which is you guys, the sheriff. Now, when am I going to get another meeting with the sheriff? Because I did drink his cup of poison and followed his instructions. And of course, I have on video where he told me he wanted to see how that went so that we could follow up. Well, I believe the videos show how it went, how it
Right.
happened all over again, how my rights were circumvented. Oh, and in the 3 weeks, nobody could tell your people that videotaping in a public place is allowed and that there was no restraining order? Remember, I was told 11/27 and I went to the DPH on 12/19 and my rights were once again evaded. Now, this has been going on for 6 months. Should it be another 6 months? Mr. Williams, where should I go die?
Winters, WINTERS *1796.
Thank you, Mr. Winters. I apologize.
Yes.
How much
This
do
is
you
not
think?
the first time you call me Williams. Anyways, so my understanding is the sheriff has granted you one meeting, and you've had that meeting.
That is your understanding. And my understanding, per the videotape, is that I was supposed to drink his cup of poison, and when I went there, report back. I'm here to
Then
report
you can
back.
call
Is there no
554-7225 and ask to schedule a meeting with the sheriff.
I have done that
Don't ask for
repeatedly.
anybody else because they'll
I
schedule
have
you.
done that repeatedly, and I've been put off repeatedly. So that option is an invalid option that doesn't work. Would you like to see my list of the notes that I've taken?
Then my understanding is correct. You got your one meeting with the sheriff. If you're not getting granted a second meeting, you've been granted your one meeting with the sheriff, and that's all. You
My
got,
one
Mr.
meeting,
Garza.
which was set to fail, and when he gave me incorrect advice
You
on
were
a cup
given
of
plenty
poison,
of options. Every option you were given, you challenged.
was incorrect.
No, you challenged every single.
That's
option you were
correct,
given.
because they were incorrect. And the videotape proves
I thought
that.
you were given plenty of options. We're done here, Mr. Garza.
We are done, so what, am I supposed to leave and not continue to seek public
What else
services
do
in a
you have
public
for me?
building?
What else do you have?
I've told you, I'd like for you to sit down and explain this that you gave to me
It's
so
all
that I
written
can...
out right there. There's nothing to explain.
Well,
You can't
I want to go over it with you,
understand
line by line, because I have
I
the
don't have
legal
time for
research.
that, Mr.
You
Garza.
don't have time, but you had plenty of time to give me the incorrect thing that you won't explain.
I don't have time to sit down with you and go.
When
down
will
the
you
line
have
for that.
time?
I will not have time for that.
You will
Mr.
not
Garza.
have time, so you can
No.
just give me something that you'll have to explain and walk away and expect
Mr.
it to be
Garza, it's
finished.
pretty self-explanatory.
But it's not signed by anybody. Who produced it? Who made it?
It's legal. It is legal for an individual to videotape activity in public places, public buildings. However, it is illegal to record or videotape any confidential communication.
And here is the definition
Unless
of
all
confidential communication that
I know
I've done
that-
the research for.
Yes,
So this
that's
is not
the one I used
confidential.
too.
So that's correct. This is
So-
not confidential. It doesn't
Okay,
apply.
then do your law research at the
I've
law
already
library
done
and
it.
come back
Here
with
it is. I have it. Are you
That's
going to
what
sit
we
down?
use too, so
That's correct, and it says right here.
So we're just, Mr. Garza,
Yes, sir.
Mr. Garza.
Yes, sir.
That's what we refer to. That's what you're referring to. You're interpreting it on this side. We're interpreting it on this
No,
side.
sir. Would you like
So,
me to read what the confidential communication says
Mr.
right
Garza,
here per
I'm
the
not going
law?
to continue this conversation with you.
Of
because
course
you
not,
continue
because I
interrupting
can
me.
read what it
Please
says
leave.
per the law.
Mr. Garza, we're finished.
No, we're not, sir.
Yes, we are.
I'm continuing to seek
We
redress.
are finished.
So what does that mean? I will not be helped? For the law-breaking activity by DPH, will the sheriff continue to evade my legal and medical rights? And not follow
We're
up?
finished here, Mr. Garza.
So you want me to leave? Is that what you're asking?
Yes, I'm asking you to leave, please.
All right, and I will be back to continue to follow up.
There's no reason for you to come back.
There may not.
There's
There's plenty
nothing
of
left for
reasons.
us
That
to
is your
discuss.
opinion.
There's nothing left for us to discuss.
There's nothing left for us. So you've done everything you can for me,
Yes.
basically,
Yes, I've done
and
everything.
and not enforcing the law and my legal rights.
Mr. Garza, why don't you get the services of an attorney then?
Excuse me, I don't have to have the services of the attorney for you to carry out what your legal functions are correctly.
If you feel like there's a restraining order that's being enforced that it's not supposed to be, why don't you get an attorney? Go to the public defender's office.
I've already
Go to
been
the
through
law
all
library,
those
do
dead-end
some
leads. They don't work, sir. Would you like to see the paperwork on
Okay.
that?
So, the last video you went to where the Department of Public Health employees asked you to leave.
And claimed that there was a restraining order, which I asked
They
for.
asked you to leave because you're videotaping would not turn off your video camera. Turn off the video camera.
I was not asked to turn off the video camera. I was told there was a restraining order. All right, we'll leave, and I'll continue to follow up. Thank you for all your help. Thank you for the... Don't come back. I'm not allowed public
back,
services
come
in a
back.
public building.
Come back.
Thank
We have
you.
nothing left for you.
Thank you.
We have nothing left for you, Mr.
I have plenty more to do still, sir, to prove that it doesn't work. And there's no accountability, nor humanity. Just like the Boy Scouts. You're absolutely correct, sir. Just like the Boy Scouts. Absolutely correct. Thank you for putting that on video.